River like his lunch?
Well, he loved the rice pudding with the string carrots. He could take it or leave it.
Well, I know what he's talking about.
Beth?
Hey, Cassie, what's up? Why don't I get you a table?
No, thanks, Jason. There's something else I want.
Lunch!
You know, if junk food doesn't kill me, you will. Can't you walk in here like a pedestrian instead of a Sherman tank?
Not with you on the other side of the door.
What are you so happy about? What?
Never mind. No,
You can't talk about it.
Well, no, it's confidential. You know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so, well, forget why I'm in a good mood. How come you're in such a rotten mood, honey?
Oh, it's just, you know, it's this stupid...
What?
It's confidential.
Yeah. This is great. Isn't it? The one thing that we want to talk about...
Is the one thing that we can't talk about.
Dorian.
Yes? Dorian!
Shh. Don't get agitated, Ethel. Your health has been so fragile lately, we wouldn't want anything to happen to you.
What are you?
We had a deal. Remember? I was going to give you $1 million. You were going to go to Europe. Which part of that didn't you understand?
If you take one step close to Dorian, I swear I'll scream.
No, you won't. You're not going to scream. You're not going to make another sound. And you're not going anywhere.
Hey, Marty, come on in out of the cold. How you doing? What'd you bring us? Some leftovers from the bake sale?
Well, only if you and Cassie don't like them.
You made these. You made these for us. That's wonderful. Come on, sit down. Sit down.
Yeah, I've had so much time on my hands these days, evenings anyway, and so I thought I'd try baking.
Well, it sounds like a healthy pursuit. May I?
They're great. I mean, they're not bad.
Oh, good. They're crunchy, but they're good. No,
I thought they might cheer up Cassie a little bit. Is she home?
No. You know, I don't even know where she went. She didn't tell me where she was going.
Oh, and who says that marriage takes the mystery out of a relationship?
Hey, listen, mystery is something I don't need. I got enough mystery in my life.
No, why? Maybe she's off setting up a little surprise right now.
I don't think
mind
so.
if I wait and see?
No, I don't mind. You should wait. Actually, I want you to. You're not going to believe how good Cassie is doing these days.
That's great.
Yeah. I mean, we're even starting to think a little bit about, you know, the future. And it sounds silly, I know. But when you think where we were just a few weeks ago,
No, I know, and I think it's wonderful. Flowers, music, planning for the future. I think maybe I better hit the road, huh? Look how big he's gotten. Last time I held him, he was only...
He's doing really, really well. He's staying with my aunt and uncle now, and I get to see him a couple hours every week. My Aunt Evie says he's sleeping through the whole night now and everything.
Just say I take him upstairs for his nap, huh? Hey there, big guy. You and me are going upstairs. Thank you.
I'm really, really sorry, Cassie.
No, it's okay, please. Oh, don't apologize. You had no idea that I was going to stop by here today.
Can I get you something?
No. Thank you. I came by to talk to you, actually.
Me? What for?
Just great. Your new job takes away the nicest part about cohabitation.
And what would that be?
Having someone to share your day with.
That's the nicest thing you can think of?
Well, yes, it's one of the day-to-day niceties that makes living together fun.
Yeah, but there are other day-to-day niceties that make living together fun.
You're not getting my point.
Oh, you're not getting mine.
Oh, the one thing I look forward to is your advice and your input, you know? I mean, you know what I mean.
No, yes, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean, honey. How do you think I feel? How can I be like an effective police commissioner when I don't even have my trusty guide? You know 10 times more about the criminal justice system than I'll ever know. What a revolting development this is. Anyway, let's get back to my original thought.
I forget, what was it?
If we can't talk, we can always,
What? We can what? What? What are you just... Oh, that. I like that. Why didn't I think of that?
because you're not as smart as I am.
Well, that comes from being with Dorian Noor. She gets your brain rattling so much, you get stupid.
Don't talk, honey, don't talk.
You're right. Too much talk. You know, I had to keep talking so much because other than that, I'd never get a word in edgewise.
What?
Pizza. Call for pizza.
No talking.
Jill.
We've got
I
food.
don't want to be disturbed, right? No clients,
Honey.
no calls, no visitors at all. I'm in conference.
Your little rascal pizza.
You're talking too much.
What if your killer client calls?
Dorian will have to wait.
What are you doing in Lambview anyway? Did you come to drive the final nail in my coffin?
You're a cop. Dorian, look, I didn't bring charges against you for what happened in Charlottesville.
Well, of course you didn't.
No, so just leave me alone. I just want to go home and forget this whole nightmare.
Oh, poor Ethel. You've been having nightmares while you were taking my money and making my life a living hell?
Dorian.
What's happened? Has your brain finally gone so soft? How could you forget? We had a deal.
Well, I know we had a deal.
I was going to give you $1 million. You were going to go to Europe. Why did you suddenly turn on me like this?
Please, Dorian, you gotta let me out of here.
No. The only one around here who has to do anything is you. Ethel, what happened? Why did you suddenly cave into the DA?
They threatened perjury charges.
So what? They can't prove perjury because you and I are the only ones who know the truth. So tell me what really happened. Why did you suddenly decide to accuse me of killing Victor Lord?
Didn't it ever occur to you that it might be because you tried to kill me, too?
What?
Beth, I came by to see you, to tell you that River?
It's, it's what I named the baby. I named him River because, and this is not a lot of fun to talk about, but, the night that I almost jumped into the Lantana River.
The night I found your baby at the church.
Yeah. Well, the river's kind of like where my life started over again, you know?
When Jason saved you.
Yeah. And I started to figure out what to do. So I named him River. I mean, I don't want to hurt your feelings or anything, but
Beth, I'm glad that you found your own name. It's okay, really. In fact, that's why I came by here today, to tell you that I'm okay. And I'm turning my life around, too. And I'm okay about what happened. You taking... the baby. You're taking the baby back.
I'm glad, Cassie, but you didn't
And
have
I didn't want to leave you with the idea that you were in any way responsible for me falling apart the way I did. It was a combination of losing my baby and then
me taking my baby back.
And I wanted you to know.
Thank you. I mean, for telling me that. I'm sorry, Cassie, about the baby being here. That must have been tough on you.
It was. I have to go now.
Yeah, come in.
Daddy, hi. Did you say come in?
What? You having a hard time hearing a guy with a double cheeseburger stuck in his mouth?
No, well, I guess that means that you don't want to go up the street to the Chinese restaurant, huh?
Chinese? Well, yeah, I'd love to, but I'm up to my cholesterol count and work here already.
Oh, we can see that.
Hey, confidential, top secret. No peekaboo, Junior.
Well, it's okay because we already know about it, and we know about Mom. Well, I guess it's back to business as usual, huh?
What?
You two at each other's throats, you know.
Oh, no. Sweetheart, I don't think it's gonna be all that bad.
Why? Did you guys have a personality transplant or what?
No, it's just that your mom's not all that hot about this assignment.
Yeah, I know. So what?
So it's not gonna be so rough this time.
Dad, are you forgetting how Mom gets when she really starts digging in on a case, especially a murder case? Remember that one in Illinois? The one where the guy murdered his wife and the man across the hall? I mean, she made a lot of people look like fools on that one.
Yeah, you two enjoy your lunch.
Come on.
Hi, excuse me. Oh, no, it's okay. Go right ahead.
Hi, Frankie.
We got your guy, the retired coroner.
Niven Blake?
Mm-hmm. Griffith and Malone are on their way right now in a unit to go and pick him up.
Great. Well, I hope they don't go with lights and sirens. Scare the stuffings out of that guy.
Not yet, anyway.
Hey, Rick, come on now. We have civilians present.
Hey, Frankie, I've been looking all over the building for you. Hi. Hey. Hey, brother-in-law.
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
Can I steal this lovely officer away for a classy, high-toned, sophisticated lunch at Wanda's?
Well, now, I think that's Officer Minor's call, don't you?
So, what do you say, Officer Minor?
I say, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Hank, I've got Sixer tickets for next week to play in the Knicks. You in?
You got it.
I don't just think you tried to kill me, Dorian. I know you did. For God's sake, you come, you threaten me, you leave, and I go into a coma. I don't have to understand quantum physics to understand what you did to me.
If you really believed that was what happened, you would have told the Charlottesville police.
You really do think I'm stupid.
Oh, no, that thought never entered my mind. Oh, if you were stupid, my life would be a bed of roses.
Oh, it isn't. Look, I know it's only my word against yours. I can't prove what you did to me. But we both know the truth, don't we?
Oh, believe whatever you want to, Ethel. I don't care. But I am telling you, you are not going to get away with this outrageous accusation.
I just finished telling you I don't intend to press charges.
I'm not talking about what happened in Charlottesville. I'm talking about this accusation that I killed Victor Lord. Well, it's not going to stick. It's not going to stick, and I will tell you why. Because you are going to change your testimony.
I still can't get over how Cassie could care about my feelings. I mean, after everything that she's been through, you know?
That's just the way Cassie is.
I felt so bad. I mean, it must have been so hard for her, seeing River, you know?
Well, it's like she said, you know, she's better now.
It really burns me out the way that she keeps coming in and out when I've got the baby. I mean, it's like, keep your hands where I can see him at all times. I mean, what do you think? I'm gonna, like, try to sneak him out under my coat or something?
She's just doing her job.
It's time for me to take River back to Rotten Uncle. Do you remember when your next therapy appointment is with Dr. Miller?
I remember. Okay. You'll be good, honey. Don't forget me. And we'll see you really, really soon, okay?
Bye-bye, you two.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Sure.
You won't even eat your own cookies.
Oh, you see, the most important thing in learning how to bake is distinguishing the difference between baking powder and baking soda.
Obviously, you did not apply that knowledge to this batch of cookies. No, they're very good. Listen, a good chef should know the tools of the trade.
Yeah,
I agree.
I know which tools. The chisel, the hammer, and perhaps the crowbar to pry off.
Jackhammer. This is your song.
Mine is Suede.
I'm gonna turn it
No,
off.
it's okay. I want to hear.
I only see things black and white, never shades of gray. My eyes don't work that way. I can't imagine.
Still hurting? Missy now?
Never crossed my
I see more all the time. Tell me, hear that song. I think about how Todd killed him for nothing. He'd come through so many hard times. He fought so hard to turn his life around, and then he was shoved from God.
Help me make a wish.
No, he's not even here to enjoy what he's worked so hard for.
Will you make my wish come true? I'm a stranger here, stranger than men seem. Take me by the heart. Teach me how to dream. Teach me how to dream.
You go to the police. You tell them that you made a mistake. You tell them that you didn't see me kill Victor Lord.
You really must be crazy. How can I possibly change my statement now?
Oh, it's very simple. You say, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I'm an old lady and I was very confused.
I'm not confused.
Ethel, you had just come out of a coma. You weren't thinking clearly, and that is what made you make those false accusations.
Dorian, why don't you just drown me and get this all over with?
Ethel, if you're willing to change your testimony, I am willing to go back to our original agreement. I will give you the $1 million. You will go off to Europe. We'll both live happily ever after, content in the knowledge that none of this will ever bother us again.
You really think it's that simple? It's too late, Dorian. It's gone beyond you and me.
What are you talking about?
They have another witness. What? From the night of Victor Lord's death. They have another witness who can give the police much more evidence. So you just leave me alone.
Ethel, wait. A new witness? New evidence?
Marty? Here. Feel a little better?
Yeah. Thanks.
Sure.
Andrew?
Huh? Yeah, Cassie, hi, we're in here.
Hi.
Come on in here, I gotta show you. Marty made us cookies.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that is so cool. Thank you, Marty. Look, I'm so glad to hear you're feeling better. But I really gotta get home, so why don't you just let me put these in the kitchen?
Wait a minute, you don't have to leave.
No, I do. Really. Why don't you enjoy these and I'll try to get better at baking. What? Wait.
It's okay, sweetheart, it's all right. It's okay.
Oh, I am so glad we're alone.
Oh, yeah?
Because there's something very important that we need to take care of.
Tell me where you were this morning.
I will tell you everything. Oh, excuse me. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for the cookies.
Thank you, Marty. Okay, now, will you tell me where you were this morning, please?
Later.
Later. But I want to know now.
Later.
Later.
Okay. Now, I don't know much about shrinks, right? But it seems to me the whole idea is to talk about stuff that you might not normally talk about.
The whole thing's totally bogus. Besides, you need to lighten up. You take everything way too seriously.
I do not.
Yes, you do. You're always looking for where there's trouble.
Well, maybe that's because I know it's probably there somewhere.
Oh, yeah? Well, how are you so sure?
Because if you lived my life, you would know. Because if it's in the same area code as me or the same time zone, sooner or later I'm gonna run into it.
Great attitude, Webb.
Thank you.
Now, I don't know about you, but I got some work to do.
Excuse me, I think we're having a discussion here. Excuse me. What do you mean you got work to do? I don't work?
Hi. Do you guys need to see menus or are you okay?
I think we're set.
I'll have the special, please. Medium rare and coffee.
And I'll have the Cobb salad, dressing on the side. How kosher is that? I mean, medium rare? You shouldn't really be eating pink meat.
I know, okay, I know. Now, you said that you think doctors work harder than cops. Well, you know, I think that's just because you don't know when to put the out to lunch sign on the door. So don't tell me how long your hours are.
No, you kidding? I just thought you were dying for Chinese, that's all.
Oh, I tell you.
No, sometimes you just gotta stick with what you know. I wasn't really feeling like Chinese today.
Well, you fooled me. You know I'd never pass up a good meal at Wanda's anyway.
And when was the last time you heard of a crook calling you in the middle of the night to tell you she'd gone into labor?
Okay. But when was the last time one of your patients pulled a gun on you?
Happens all the time. Come on, admit it. Us doctors work harder than you cops.
No. It's just that you bellyache about it more.
Shall we join them?
No.
Sure?
Yeah, that's the last thing I want to do.
I'm so relieved.
About what?
Well, after all the training you've been going through, I didn't know how much you could handle. Your Charlie horse still hurt?
Take a look at that. You know, with a great reward, I can endure any pain.
Who are you calling a pain? You know, sex does have its cardiovascular benefits.
God, I love it when you talk dirty.
Well, we should set this up in your daily routine, Commissioner Buchanan, you know? Especially when the big trial starts. You're gonna really need it to have a... What are we gonna do about this, you know?
We're going to avoid subjects that could be considered conflicts of interest. Anything like that is just off limits.
Okay.
All right. It's pretty good grub.
Uh-huh.
It's a new Chinese restaurant. Did you get new drapes? Blinds?
No.
No.
Well, this is ridiculous. I am just as miserable about being on Dorian's case as you are.
Well, see, that's where our jobs differ, because I am absolutely tickled pink about the prospect of seeing that mad woman prosecuted.
Well, don't make things worse. Drawing up the differences like that.
Oh, don't worry. Miss Gannon has time to see me. What is this?
Wontons and sesame oil. Want some?
way. This way.
Why don't you just calm down, Dorian?
Why did you not patronize me, Commissioner? Talk about my defense attorney being in the police commissioner's pocket.
Why don't you just keep your shirt on,
Really? I'm not the one whose shirt is coming off.
Poor choice of phrases. Well, Red, you take care of yourself. Because I am out of here.
Sure, you get to leave. What? Wait, don't you knock anymore, Dorian? What do you have, glass knuckles? I'll put in a doorbell, for crying out loud.
Don't berate me. I'm not the one who was caught in a compromising position with the enemy.
He's not my enemy, and as for compromising positions, you're in no position to talk.
Are you purposely trying to sabotage my case so I can go upriver for the rest of my life? Is that it?
Whoa, just whoa.
My files are lying out here right in the open for anybody to see. My attorney is half undressed, wrapped up in a Gordian knot with the police commissioner, the very man who arrested me.
You're on thin ice, Dorian.
I demand complete integrity and honesty from my attorneys.
All right, you
now,
just stop right there. Stop right there. Are you questioning my ethics?
I am questioning.
Are you questioning my ethics? Because let me tell you a thing or two about how I do business. I would no more betray a client's confidence any more than I would betray a confidence of Beau's. I know how to separate my professional life from my personal life. Do you? Do you? I also managed to be married to the district attorney for years, remember? Furthermore, I will not hang around and be harangued by you about honesty and loyalty from me.
Fine. You're obviously out of control. Oh, dear. The fact is, Nora, that you were so busy making it with the top cop that you indeed were ignoring your duties as my attorney.
I'm right on top of things, so to speak.
Is that so? Then how is it that you've overlooked the fact that there is a new witness? That new evidence has just surfaced in my case. Oh. You didn't know a thing about them, did you?
Sweetheart, why didn't you tell me you were going to go see Beth?
I just had to go. I was afraid if I talked about it, then
I know.
But I had to do it. Ever since the baby died, everyone's been talking to me about closure. So this was one last thing I had to do to settle how I felt.
Did it go well? Cassie?
I really did. Just I wasn't prepared for it.
For what?
She had the baby there with her.
Cassie.
I really thought that my heart was gonna stop. All I wanted to do was reach out, hold him. He's grown so much. I didn't know him. I know it's strange to say, but I didn't know I still really missed him.
I'm so proud of you.
Andrew, I want us to have another baby as soon as we can.
Listen to me, I really think things are turning around for us. They really are. You know, it's gonna be okay. Next week we have an appointment with Larry. We get the final okay, you know, on your condition after the surgery, and we're gonna find out exactly how soon we can expect to get pregnant. Right?
Oh, who knows, you know? Maybe I'm pregnant already.
Dorian, there will always be new witnesses. There will always be new bits of evidence. It's an ongoing investigation. Get used to it.
You don't even know.
I will know soon enough. That is what the discovery process is all about. But I have a bigger problem than whatever the latest bit of new damning evidence is.
And what's that?
I don't have any idea how to come up with any defense for you. Because the more I look at it, the more you look guilty as hell.
Well, that's a fine thing coming from my own attorney.
If you don't like the way I'm representing you, fire me. Please, 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 please.
No, I'm not going to fire you. And I'll tell you why. Because I know you.
Well, that's pretty presumptuous.
I know you well enough to know that you're going to win this case for me. For 3 good reasons. 1, you're smart. 2, you're tough. And 3, you're not going to be able to stop yourself.
Yeah. Hey, well, who's that guy waiting outside in the hall?
That's Niven Blake, the old coroner. Listen, Bo, before we bring this guy in here, I want to brief you on how we're going to deal with him, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Now, you're familiar with the good cop, bad cop routine, right?
Yeah. I thought that was just in the movies, though.
Well, never quit a winner, buddy.
It works?
You ready?
What, me? No.
Sure you are.
No.
Sure you are. Hey, come on. You'll be fine, all right? Trust me. You'll be the good cop.
Yeah.
Be as good as gold. Dr. Blake. Dr. Blake, this is Police Commissioner Buchanan. I'm District Attorney Hank Gannon. Sit down.
Please, sir. Sit down.
Thank you. Dr. Blake, this is the sloppiest autopsy report I have ever seen. I mean, you left out more than you put in. Were you drunk or something? Or did you have some cheap bimbos sitting out waiting in your car for you?
Hank, come on, for crying out loud. Why don't you back off? Dr. Blake should be treated with some respect. He's here to cooperate. Man. You okay, sir? Good. Dr. Blake, I hope you understand the most important thing here is that we find out if there were any significant facts about Victor Lord's death that might have been omitted from the autopsy report. Inadvertently, that is. Anything that could alter the conclusions as to the cause of death.
That's so long ago, 18 years.
Oh, yeah, I know. Well, just let your mind drift back. Take your time. Just think. Could you have left out anything?
Look, I don't care if you have to turn that little pea brain of yours inside out. If you remember anything.
Well, there is something that was left out. Actually, it's something very important.
Okay.
The music had a real good beat to it and made me want to use my dancing feet. I also like the guacamole dip. Potato chips with it are really neat. I had such fun on our terrific date. Please ask me out again. It would be great. Any questions?
Well, what would you like us to ask, Emily?
Oh, I don't know. Like how I was feeling when I wrote it?
Mm-hmm. How did you feel?
Terrific! Sonnets are songs of love.
Yes, they certainly are. Thank you, Emily. Sonnets are indeed songs of love. And today's University Gazette has a good example of that. Another poem by Cyrano. Like a rose in the sun, I keep turning to be near her. I turn, hearing all the love songs that we haven't yet begun.
Damn you, Powell.
Woo! That was the prettiest pizza delivery lady I have ever seen in my whole life.
Who cares what she looks like as long as she's got sausage and pepperoni? Yes, on the same pizza. You know, every time you order it, they think you make a mistake. And then they God, I hate when that happens.
I tell you what, From now on, I'm going to be ordering from Luigi's all the time. I got to find out what that lady's name was. I think it was Lois or Lena Loida, something like that.
Man, I am starving. Listen, how much are you?
Oh, don't worry about that. I got it.
No, come
Max,
on.
come on. It's only a pizza.
Come on.
I
got money, all right? Here. It's what? Nope.
Whoa.
My clubs or what?
Max, what are you doing walking around with all this kind of cash? What, are you leading some kind of secret life that nobody else knows about?
Dorian, if you don't like the way I'm representing you, fire me. Please. Please?
Please? I'm not going to fire you. And I'll tell you why. Because I know you, Nora.
Well, that's pretty presumptuous.
I know you well enough to know that you're going to win this case for 3 good reasons. 1, you're smart. 2, you're tough. And 3, you're not going to be able to stop yourself.
Let's have a little reality check, Dorian, shall we? At this point, we have no defense. We have no character witnesses.
The operative phrase is "at this point."
I do law, not miracles.
Oh, but you do. I checked your record, remember?
Fine. Yeah.
You have never lost a murder case, and my bet is you never will. Now then, I suggest that you make a telephone call, find out about the new evidence and who the new witness is that the DA and your boyfriend have on their hands.
I hope you understand, Dr. Blake. The most important thing here is for us to find out if there were any significant facts about Victor Lord's death that may have been omitted from the autopsy report.
It was so long ago, 18 years.
Yeah, that's okay. Take your time. Just let your mind drift back. Just think. Could you have left out anything?
Look, Blake, I don't care I don't care if you have to turn that little pea brain of yours inside out. If you remember anything.
There is something that was left out. Actually, it's something very important. Always this thought needling the back of my head. A nagging feeling that I botched that report. For 18 years, I've never forgiven myself.
For what? What did you do?
More like what I didn't do. I didn't follow through on a feeling I had. A feeling that Victor Lord didn't die of natural causes.
What do you mean you had a feeling Victor Lord didn't die of natural causes? You didn't write one word about that here in your coroner's report.
Things got kind of messed up about that time. Mary, my wife, Mary, died. I tell you, I went into a real tailspin. We were like two peas in a pod.
No, it's okay, Doc. It's okay. Nobody's blaming you. Sit down, please.
Just telling you so you understand why I didn't file a complete report. Oh, I did the usual exam on Victor Lord. Man was in a terrible way. Wonder if he ever lived as long as he did. Had cirrhosis of the liver, a couple of previous strokes. Of course, there was massive damage to his heart. There was also latent syphilis.
Yeah, well, we know that. We've got that in this report.
But I didn't put down about his nose being all red and swollen. At first, I thought, given everything else wrong with him, I thought maybe he was a coke freak, too. You know, you get a body where everything in God's name has been done to it, one way or the other.
So was he?
No. Wasn't cocaine. I figured out later what it was, but by then I'd already turned in my report. So I wrote it all down here in my personal files right here.
Well, Doc, we're gonna have to take a look at that.
No argument. I'd be glad to get it over with, have it all out in the open. I'm sure you'll find it very interesting.
I thought we'd set all the ground rules, Dorian, but obviously you weren't listening well enough. Number one, don't interfere. Number two, never try to push me around. If you want to win this case...
Oh, but I do.
Butt out! And in case you may have forgotten, all those cases that I won before, I didn't have any help from you.
Fine. I now know my place. I am a humble client. Just tell me what you want me to do.
Plead guilty.
No. What's the sense of having you as my lawyer if I'm going to walk in the courtroom and say I'm guilty when I am not?
Fine. All Lisa had to do is ask. All right. Then what we have to do is come up with a really strong defense. But how can we do that, Dorian, when we can't come up with one legitimate character witness?
I gave you names and numbers.
3 employees, 2 tenants of yours. One of them says she owes you $6,000.
They're legitimate people.
Well, obviously she's under your thumb.
That's outrageous.
They're
I've never
scared to death of
intimidated
you, Dorian. How can they possibly convince a jury that you're a good, kind, decent person when they're scared to death of you?
My niece, Blair Daimler.
Blair Daimler. There's an upstanding member of the community. Forget it. Dorian, what about friends? Don't you have any friends?
Of course I do, like everybody else.
Good. Names. Names.
Look, the fact is that Vicky Buchanan owns this whole town.
I'm at a loss, but
I'm trying to explain why I seem to be a bit short of friends at the moment. Though, maybe I'm just feeling that way, and if I just think about it a bit harder, I'm sure I could come up with any number of names.
Do that. Go do that.
Wait a minute, you haven't got any other cases, have you? Because this one must be your priority.
You do your work. Get the names. I'll do my work. Leave, please. I was wondering if you could come down to see me. I have something important I want to talk to you about.
Well, yeah, I guess I could. When would you like to see me?
Right now would be great. I have something delicate that we need to discuss.
Yeah, what's this? Oh, membership card to the Wild Rose Club, huh?
Oh, here, would you like to check my driver's license while you're at it? Maybe a little vehicle registration, huh?
Max? This card wouldn't have anything to do with all that cash, would it?
You must be psychic, Cord. I just don't understand it. Listen, of course, I am on a roll that you would not believe. I mean, I'm feeling
I'm glad to hear that.
I'm flying.
Good.
Listen, there's sometimes I think that I can never lose.
You don't really believe that, do you?
Well, no, I mean, I lose, but I mean, overall, every night. I mean, winning some nights so big, I can't believe it.
Listen, I'm at the spa all the time. How come you don't tell me about it?
Well, maybe you don't ask me.
Well, I know, but if you're so excited about this, it's such a big deal. I thought at least Luna would be talking about it. Haven't heard a word from her. Anyway, I thought she didn't like you gambling all the time.
No, she doesn't.
So then how does she feel when you go off every night and you take her out to the casino?
Well, I just don't take her.
So she sits at home when you... Wait a minute. You don't tell her you go, do you?
Cord, look, it's not what you
think. Oh, come on, Max. Luna doesn't know.
No, she doesn't.
What are you doing, man? Come on, what are you saying to me? You lied to your wife now?
I never was one for sleeping in.
Every morning, Bert Morrow does what he's been doing for years. It makes him feel better.
It's not in my nature to sit around on my duff.
Eating a Chiquita banana every morning also makes him feel better. Its magnesium and valuable potassium help give him what he needs to enjoy the slow-paced life of a retiree.
Maybe when I'm 100, I'll take up shuffleboard.
Chiquita bananas, quite possibly the world's perfect food.
Cord, would you lighten up? What are you, the marriage police here? No, I don't lie to... I would never lie to Luna.
No,
I just don't tell her.
Yeah, right. You keep secrets from her.
It's not a secret. Just don't talk about it.
Why not? I mean, why not at least tell me? Huh?
Why not at least tell you? What is this? Why should I? What are you, the inspector? You got to know everything I'm doing? You write that in your little book? How often I go to the casino? Is that it?
Oh, come on. Just give me a break, all right? And a little credit, please.
Cord, let's face it. You and Luna are both a little goody two-shoes. And don't argue about it. It's the truth. I try to tell you I'm doing anything like this, I'd be getting a lecture every time I go to the casino.
All right, fine. No lecture. What do you mean every time? How often is every time?
What did you... What? Please, could we just drop this? All
right.
There you go.
Fine. One more question, though.
So, okay, fine. One.
Why? I mean, what's the big deal? What's in it for you?
Well, the money's nice. No,
Yeah.
It's not about money. It's just... I just love winning. You know, it's like winning. You get focused. You go to this place, and it just... I don't know, it's like you're sitting at the center of the universe.
You just be careful, okay?
Of what? It's legal. It's fun.
Could be dangerous.
Come on, Cord. I'm a big boy. I can take care of myself.
Hey, sugar, I got your message, and where are you going?
Oh, I'm not sure yet. You've got the time, you've got the money.
Yeah, well, it sure is always nice to get away. Bet you're going to the Caribbean in this kind of weather, huh?
Sounds good. Maybe Paris.
Yeah, Paris is always nice, but it's a little nippy there this time of the year, isn't it?
And maybe Bangladesh.
What?
How about Bali?
All right, what's wrong?
Why does there have to be anything wrong?
Well, because you still have classes, and you were telling me the other day about how much studying you gotta do, and...
Oh, I just bake. I bake cookies.
What?
Yeah, that's what I do at night now. I bake. that and wander around this stupid monstrosity of a house. Do you know that there are 29 rooms in this house? And,
Honey, we're gonna have us a little talk.
Did you die when you got it? You were the subject of my sonnet. Kinky. It was terrible. It was awful, right?
No, it was rhythmic.
Oh, I didn't know I was going to grow up to be a poetess. Wouldn't know what to wear, right?
Right. Listen, Emily, I gotta go, okay?
Oh, but right. Like I have a choice.
Becca? Hi.
Oh, hi.
You leaving?
Yeah, I was going to go get the school newspaper, new Cyrano poem. I want a copy of my own, you know.
Oh, you liked it?
You know, he does this thing with silence in between the lines. But that's in dreams. Silence. Then I wake up alone. You know, it's like there's so much that's said in the silence.
Poems do that.
Yeah, they do. Wow, wouldn't you just love to be able to do that? With words, I mean, just be able to say what you feel.
Well, well, check this out. Looks like Rebecca likes him more than he knows.
Yeah, maybe I should go over there, talk to her, find out some information, you know, help things along.
Good idea.
Powell, could you hang on a minute?
Yeah, sure. I'll see you. Okay?
Okay.
Ollie, ow!
You called?
Here's your lunch. Juice, cookies, and banana.
Oh, that's great. Thanks a lot. Poor Ali would, starve into a little stick without you. Where's your brother?
He got to go on a trip.
Yeah? So Rebecca's looking after you, huh? How is she? Did you talk to her? Did she have fun at the dance? What's the matter? What's wrong? You can tell Ali. What's going on?
My mommy's not home yet. I want her to come back.
I see. So you're feeling lonesome then, huh? Yeah, I know what that's like. I used to feel that a lot, too. See, in a lot of ways, genies are just like real people.
Will you tell me a story?
A story? Well, yeah, sure. I'll tell you the story of the old sticky toad and the beautiful tall princess. You're gonna do that favor for Ali, right? You're gonna help me save Rebecca? Good girl. All right, so here we go. Once upon a time, there was an old sticky toad, and the reason nobody liked him, nobody would touch him, was that he was all sticky. People were afraid that if they touched him, they'd stick to him, and then they'd turn ugly too.
What?
Kevin and I got home so late that I barely got this assignment done. What about you? Did you have a good time last night at the dance?
Yeah, it was real nice. Music was cool and played some nice stuff.
You look so good. Oh, especially dancing with Powell. The way he looks at you. Oh, Rebecca, wow.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, come on, the two of you. I mean, Emily may have been his date, but you were definitely on his mind. Kevin thinks so, too.
No, I think it just looks that way.
Oh, come on, Rebecca.
No, I mean, ever since, you know, the thing with Todd, I think he feels responsible for me. You know, he's always trying to make sure that I don't get hurt or don't feel bad.
That's just how he shows how much he likes you.
Or maybe he just feels sorry for me. Because I can't seem to take care of myself. I mean, I think that's how he feels, like I'm a child. But Rachel, if that's true, I would just die, you know? I mean, that would really be the worst.
Look, Rebecca, don't count him out. Don't underestimate him. Powell is full of surprises.
You like to write, Powell?
Yeah, I do. I'm not all that good, though, you know.
Oh, you're very good. Being able to write is like having a singing voice. Some people pick up the pen and they can just make it sing. I think you're one of those people.
I don't know about that. I hope someday. But, thanks.
Mm. And by the way, the poem you handed in yesterday has a line. No music sounds. I close my heart. That's similar to Cyrano's poem. In the noisy world, I lose my voice. From sound to silence.
I didn't steal the line.
Oh, of course not. It's not possible to plagiarize from your own work.
My own work?
Well, you're Cyrano, right?
Very interesting, Blake. You did a good job. Your personal notes aren't complete, but I think you've got enough of it here.
Let me ask you something. I read your journal, okay? Not only do you say that Victor Lord had that fresh gash on his face, but you also felt that his nose had recently been broken.
That's right.
Okay, what would cause those injuries?
You don't hold me to this?
What?
Educated guess. Someone tried to suffocate